Guys, I'm in downtown Birmingham again, here at the Greyhound, and it's a little embarrassing. And, well, I'm probably going to lose some respect from at least you old school truckers, but I didn't pass my road test. I was in a manual, a 10-speed, which I've spent very little time in a 10-speed. You know, at truck driving school I did, and I struggled in the beginning with that, mainly on the downshifting. Well, ever since I've been with US Express, I've been in an automatic, but I was wanting to conquer the challenge of the 10-speed, and do flatbedding was my intention, just to develop my overall career and experience as a truck driver. And I didn't realize it at the time. I knew I wasn't very good, but after coming back from lunch and doing my DOT test, they pulled me in the office and, well, gave me a ticket for this Greyhound. As far as Horanady goes, there was not 1 second of the entire experience that I was like, heck yeah, this place is awesome, I've made the right choice. It's a very small company. There's 1 terminal. Nobody, well, not very many people had heard of it. Actually, Jay Norton was the only person that I've talked to that had heard of Horanady, and he was telling me, man, it's not a good company. My trainer used to work for them. So, like, going into the whole process, it was just, all right, I'm going to be here 3 months. But they have a policy, if you leave or get fired or whatever, any reason during the first 90 days, they charge you back the entire expenses of hiring you. The hotel, the Greyhound, your physical, your drug test, all of that stuff, which, I don't know, I didn't really like that, so I was like, I guess I'm going to have to stay here 90 days. Well, fortunately, they got rid of me before they hired me, so that does not apply. And their name sounds a little bit too much like horny, and I don't want to be known as the horny trucker. That is not my bus, guys. I tell you, I remember once upon a time, things were kind of easy. Were very smooth. Things were happening. Now there is one situation after another. First, the bus to Atlanta, it's like 2 hours late. And then the one that was coming at noon, it's not here either. And these guys, they don't know what's going on. They hadn't got any updates and can't tell me or any of the other people going to Atlanta anything. And I'm waiting to hear back from Maverick to give me the thumbs up. I'm waiting to hear back from Super Service. I tell you, this whole ticket and getting terminated, guys, don't let it happen to you. Don't. It makes things harder. If you think you're getting ready to get terminated, resign before they have a chance to do it. Because many of you good companies, they won't hire somebody that's been terminated for at least 3 months after they've been with someone else if it has anything to do with a safety issue, which speeding 15 miles an hour over constitutes as a safety issue. .22 in the afternoon, still in Birmingham, but the 9:55 bus to Atlanta has finally arrived.
Make sure you got your ticket, your wallet, your purse.
Finally in Atlanta. And the bus that I was supposed to take home is gone. Been gone for 2 hours. So I'm standing in line, and we'll find out what's next. Now she's checking. Thank you. Yeah, my bus isn't going to be here until tomorrow morning at 9:30. So I've got like 13 hours here at the Greyhound bus station. But good news is I've got a meal voucher to get I don't know what I can get, the Greyhound bus terminal food. It is 10 p.m. I'm still at the Greyhound. I'm going to be here for another 11 hours. It sucks. get any more sleep. You know what would make this better? French press coffee. All right, the bus is here and we'll be loading very soon. I'm on the bus. It is Wednesday morning. I'm deliriously tired, but got to get something done today. And what that something is get a driving job. Set up to start next week.
Oh yeah, when you're waiting for a voice to come in the night, but there's no one. Don't you feel like crying? Cry to me. Don't you feel like crying? Cry to me. Don't you feel like crying? Cry, 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 crying? Cry to me. Don't you feel like crying? Cry, 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 cry.
Last scene of getting off the bus has probably been the highlight of my month. 29 hours, guys, to travel less than 300 miles from Birmingham, Alabama to Anderson, South Carolina. But now I'm in Abbeville. And that is our tower at Pirelli Cable. I hear that is the tallest structure in the state of South Carolina. On a clear day, you can see it from my mom's house, which is about 15 miles away. Now I got that fresh from the barbershop cut. Maybe it'll change my look, guys. But I've got a couple little errands to run for Mom while I'm here in town. This is what's known as the Square in Abbeville, which is a very historic spot. That's our Confederate monument. They used to put the Christmas tree around there, but then it caught on fire a few years ago, so they put it off to the side now. But right up the street, South Carolina had declared secession from the Union back in the 1800s, which is what started the Civil War. Hey man, that was old Curtis. Here he comes back around in that black truck. But he is my mom's twin brother's, Bill's wife's brother, if you guys caught all that. Now right here in this very spot back in, I don't know, 1990 or something, there was a movie called Sleeping with the Enemy, and part of it was filmed right here in Abbeville. It was Julia Roberts and I don't remember the actor's name, but there was a parade scene and I'm in it, and my friend Buster was selling watermelons in it, and Buster's still selling watermelons. But I'll see if I can dig it up and show you guys my scene. But I need to run over here and pick up a prescription for Mom. See? There's the Square. I don't know if that payphone's still there, though.
A friend of the family.
There's the fountain.
Heartland, huh?
You always lived here?
I lived in New York for a couple years. Tried to be an
There's
actor.
Buster with the hat on.
Closest I ever got
Here
to
I come.
Broadway
I'm gonna walk
was
across the
tending bar
screen.
at Sardi's. Sometimes
That was
I
me.
feel like a failure for coming back here, but
Just in case you missed it, I will slow
You
it
always
down.
lived here?
The drugstore is moved. So I've got to go to the new location, which is on the other side of the town near the hospital. Here it is. You know, every time I come home, it seems like there's something new or there's something gone. I just got a phone call, guys, and it looks like I may have good news. I'm gonna wait before I announce it, so it's completely, totally official. Location at Ferguson's Produce, Buster's spot, and they do have a few watermelons, but Buster ain't selling watermelons today. He's on vacation, doing some camping. Okay, maybe next time, Buster. to ride on by. But no trip to Abbeville would be complete without stopping at the Rough House for hot dogs. Simple little setup over here, but fantastic hot dogs. And back when they were filming that Sleeping with the Enemy I was telling you about, I came in here, and in this same stool I sit on now, guess who was sitting here? Keither Sutherland. Yeah, from 24, eating a hot dog and having a Heineken. Well, the Rough House is under new ownership. It's a real nice guy named Darrow bought it from Shelley, but the recipe has stayed the same. Been making hot dogs the same way for 84 years, right here in Abbeville County. All right, guys, I told you I was gonna have an announcement, that I was gonna have some good news before this video was over, and I do, cause good things happen to good people, even if you get caught doing 15 miles an hour over the speed limit in Montana. But yeah, I just got a phone call I've been waiting on. They came from Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm approved to be a truck driver again with Maverick. They've got real nice Freightliners that everything 2015 and above has a refrigerator in it. And Maverick offers the highest per mile pay out of any company I've talked to that I qualify for. So I'm excited. Now tomorrow, which is Friday, I'm gonna be getting on another Greyhound bus, but hey, I don't care. It'll get me there. I'll arrive early Saturday morning. I'll get to watch my Gamecocks play Saturday afternoon, and orientation for Maverick starts on Sunday. But hey, I'm down with that. It gets me started a day earlier. Orientation pays $1,000, not this $50 a day US Express pays. And then there'll be a week after the orientation week for securement training, which they've got a really, really nice facility for that, which also pays $1,000. And then I'll get a Freightliner, and I'll come home shortly after that, and I'll just put all my truck stuff in there at that time and get trucking again. But also, I want to give a special mention to a super nice guy. I haven't met him before. He has a YouTube channel too. Used to be Dump Truck Bob, but now he is Trucker Who. And Trucker Who had mentioned my story on one of his recent videos, and I had a huge rush of new subscribers coming to my channel from all over the world, from New Zealand and Germany, up in Canada. So thanks a lot, Trucker Who. I appreciate it. I hope we run into each other out on the road one day, and I'm gonna make you a cup of delicious French press coffee when I do meet you. But I'm gonna get everything repacked so I can be ready for tomorrow. But thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Be safe out there and keep on trucking. Hey, did y'all hear? I'm gonna keep on trucking.